What is up, guys, and welcome back to B-Man's World, where you create your own world. In today's video, we're going to talk about a recent post that I saw, and it's comparing Sami Zayne, Cody Rhodes, and laknight. Now, in my WWE review today, we're going to talk about these three superstars, and as you see on the screen, they're saying Sami Zayne is overrated. And they're saying Cody Rhodes is overpushed, and they're saying laknight is underrated. Well, let's first talk about Sami Zayne. I don't think Sami Zayne is even overrated at all. From what I can remember from recent memory, his kind of biggest thing was when he was an honorary Uso when he was with the Bloodline. So that was kind of the most interesting thing that he had going on. But then after that, it's kind of like they're trying to push him as the underdog, and he's gonna, they had a little thing with him with the Intercontinental Championship. But to me, I don't think Sami Zayne is overrated. I think he was just kind of mid-card, kind of in the background. And after really everything ended with the Bloodline, I haven't really felt any push with Sami Zayne. So that's my thoughts on Sami Zayne. Now, mind you, if it's your first time watching this YouTube channel, this is B-Man's World, make sure you drop a comment if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you have any feedback about these ratings for these wrestlers. Now we're gonna jump into Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes overpushed. I'm thinking there's a business agreement in the background, and where because we all know, again, if you're a true wrestling fan, you know that Cody Rhodes Cody Rhodes started in the WWE, right? And during his time in WWE, he didn't really have a character. I mean, they switched his character a couple times. For me, honestly, I felt like he was really good at Stardust. But again, Stardust was great. I'm a true fan of Stardust, but it really was kind of like only because you cannot replace Goldust. Again, you cannot replace Goldust, because Goldust, whether people want to admit it or not, he's one of the legends. He's still wrestling until today. So his brother Dustin Rhodes, Goldust, that's the bread and butter. But I think the business relationship comes down to when Cody Rhodes left, and then he created AEW, and then he left AEW to come back to WWE. I think there was maybe a business agreement behind the curtain of, listen, if you're gonna come back to the WWE when you were at AEW, because obviously now, I'm not gonna say AEW is big, but I will say it's a contender. It's where all the WWE wrestlers who don't fit with the current WWE mold end up going anyways. So maybe to kind of keep competition at a limit, WWE promised Cody Rhodes, hey, we'll give you a push. Now, I do agree that he's kind of being overpushed right now, because his thing was, ultimately getting the WWE Championship and completing the story. And that WrestleMania was amazing, with The Rock, The Undertaker, the whole Bloodline. It's 2 nights, the final boss. Everything was great. That whole storyline with the last WrestleMania was great. This year's storyline for WrestleMania was not good at all. There is no storyline. You know what I mean? There wasn't any build up. There wasn't any, anything to it. So I kind of agree with the overpush for Cody Rhodes. I like Cody Rhodes. I definitely like his American Nightmare character. I think it fits him well. I think he's more of like a serious contender when he's like this. But I would definitely say, yeah, maybe give him a different story. Have a different story. Have the WWE Championship be more, more so like fought after. How it used to be back in the old days. And then finally, LA Knight. I love LA Knight. LA Knight. Ding, 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 ding. I love his theme. I love his ring gear. I love his colors. Everything is cool about LA Knight. The only problem with LA Knight is, I think, because they don't use him so much. Like, they don't give him a lot of airtime for him to actually hone his skills, whether on the mic or in actual wrestling. I think he slips up sometimes, and I see it when I'm watching his promos. It's like he's kind of forgetting his words. Sometimes when when he's actually wrestling and competing, he does have some slip ups. Most notably, he does have this. It's kind of hard to even not slip when you're doing this. He has this basically he jumps backwards into the ropes with his back to the ropes to do his flying elbow. But doing that, he kind of slips on the rope. So I think because they're not utilizing him too much on screen, he's kind of lacking in terms of getting more experience. So I agree. Definitely LA Knight is undervalued. I like the way he talks. I like that he's not copying anyone. The only thing that I would change about him is, again, if you're a true wrestling fan, you would understand what I'm saying. When he's setting up for his BFT, the finisher, blunt force trauma finisher, when he's setting up, unfortunately, he does this clap, right? And this clap is unfortunately a copy of, if you guys can remember, Kofi Kingston, before he would deliver Trouble in Paradise or the Boom Drop. Again, 100% wrestling knowledge over here that I'm giving you on B-Man's World. He would do that clap. It's kind of like a thunder clap. So I think if LA Knight just takes that out, it's kind of mimicking a little bit Kofi Kingston, takes that out, and just the blunt force trauma is a great finisher. You just maybe set it up in a way that you don't have to clap or do the thunder clap. But I agree with these points. All right, guys. So if you agree with my points or you want to add any more comments on what you think is the rating level for Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight, make sure you drop your comments down below. Hit a like on this video. Hit subscribe. I have much more content coming out. Without any further ado, B-Man out. Bop.